Good. Okay, so we got English or Russian. We're gonna go English. That slap sound is so loud. And we can actually get this one to work, so. New game. Here we go. Once historian and journalist Michael received a letter by email from an unknown addressee with an interesting story about a hospital that worked in a post-war period. Information about it is still carefully hidden and is classified as top secret. In order to check the interesting material, Michael is sent to the coordinates indicated in the letter in order to personally verify and make a sensational report. I apologize, guys. I'm not feeling very well today, so Alt-tab out of this. There you go. Now you have desktop audio or game audio. Alright. Yeah, this one actually has movement side to side. Yeah, I couldn't get this to work before. On the actual, I have the actual game of this that I downloaded from itch.io, but unfortunately I couldn't get the mouse movement to work. If anybody's got a solution to that, it's kind of a unique problem. I haven't really seen any forums or anything online where I could... Oh, by the way, I think this does have fuel that... And this is actually, I'm narrating over it because the thing is, my mic audio was extremely low. So, yeah, I'll just go with my original reaction to it, and what I actually sensed about it before. What the hell? I was like, what the hell am I hearing here? This is really weird. What the hell am I hearing? You might hear me real low there. Terrifying. Whoa. Yeah, something fell. I couldn't figure out what that was. But yet there's that thing. Some kind of a lever. But yeah, if anybody's got a solution to that, I can't get any Unity games to track with the mouse. No turn from left to right, no up and down look, nothing with the mouse, no input whatsoever. And on an earlier game that I played called Inside, I actually managed to get that to work by changing the control configuration. They really got the sounds going, don't they? Uh-oh. Something shorting or burning. Oh, that was terrifying. So yeah, I'm basically watching my own Let's Play here. This is the demo of Beside Myself. Lost power. And I found it on Steam, and all the games work on Steam just fine, but they don't work with Unity Player ever since they got rid of Unity Web Player. And I think that may have had something to do with Flash, but I'm not sure. You know, how Flash had become obsolete. Yeah, you get a lot of atmosphere here. I love it. Okay, so the fuses have somehow come off of the breaker box, and the wire is cut. I think that's the way that I came in, with a hatch. I'm not really sure. Sorry, that's my chair making noise. Okay, so I guess I'm looking for something to fix the circuit. So yeah, I didn't know what I was looking for at this point in the game. There's a fuse, 400 amps. And I couldn't get that just yet. I don't know why. It's there, but it's not something that I can pick up. You notice how when I put my mouse over it, it didn't turn into an eye, or didn't expand? So apparently in the beginning of this game, you have to do one thing at a time before the next thing becomes available, even if they're right next to each other and both visible. Which is a very strange mechanic. I know that narrating over it is not as good as my initial reaction, but this was a live stream, and apparently my mic audio was just ungodly awful. In comparison to the desktop audio, I basically had nothing for mic. And what's worse is I had gone through a sound check, multiple sound checks, to try and make sure that this was right, and so it should have been perfectly right, but unfortunately, that wasn't the case. There's another fuse. 400 amp EGC. Yeah, you gotta do one thing at a time, so I gotta bring one fuse back, then I can find the other one, it appears. I don't know what that was. But usually any time in this game when something makes a sound like that, when it makes a sound, then something else becomes available or moves. Something has moved or changed. You're always looking around for where things can show up, because they pretty much randomly show up in different places. There's power, and I'm looking at this like, what? Why would he do that? That's not how electricity really works. I mean, I've been an electrician for years. I know how electricity works. If you're talking a lot of volts there, it would do that for a second or two. If it shorted out, it wouldn't be doing that constantly. Electricity is not like water. It doesn't flow like that. Not without a conductor. Okay, so now we got power back on. And the other thing about that is, if it were realistic, I would be electrocuted to the point where I would be probably pretty crispy doing something like that. You don't go messing around with power, guys. That's just not the way you do it. This is an elevator, but I couldn't get it to go on at any other floors. Oh, and it's a drop down.
That's an elevator shaft.
And the ladder's broken. So I can't go back. There's no way back. Now this was really weird. I could not figure out what this was all about at first, so we're going to spend some time here for a second or two and try to figure out the game. See, I wanted to play this game. This is just basically the demo of it, but I have the actual game. I just can't get past the first part because I can't turn or look with my mouse. I would like to resolve that problem, and then I can actually play the real game, because there's a lot more to it than this portion. But overall, it's a very well put together game. I mean, I love the concept of it. It's pretty nice. Yeah, you can't go back up.
This is where I'm supposed to go.
And like I say, this was a live stream on Twitch, and this narration is not live. Right now I am just narrating over it because you can't hear my microphone. You just can't. Trying to figure things out. Try to figure out where to go next, what to do. I guess this would be considered live narration. I mean, I'm playing the video as I'm recording it. The narration.
By enemy soldiers can be brought to the hospital for inpatient psychiatric compulsory treatment. Conduct clinical trials on new generation.
They're basically conducting clinical trials on patients with medications that are psychotropic in nature.
All those who were subjected to violence by enemy soldiers to be brought to the hospital for inpatient psychiatric compulsory trauma
Yep.
on at least 1,000 patients of different sex, age, and level of mental disorder. I ask you to complete the test before the end of 1998.
Yeah. Pretty creepy concept. I'm picking up pictures, and that's a picture I'll show you in a second.
Inventory?
Pictures laying around. There's a diary, but there's no notes. That is in my inventory. Press tab key. Now if I select these pictures, there's a medicine bottle, a drug being treated, and I would not like to be the one in this photo. It's a picture of a patient who is standing there in a hallway,
but
but
you have lighter fluid fuel on the other side.
yeah,
On the left.
lighter fluid will run out, as we will soon probably see. And this is really weird. I don't know what this is about. This was an extra thing, and I'm assuming that it was just kind of like a jump scare. But remember, I turned that valve.
Apparently we're not done in this room.
This is a mausoleum, not a mausoleum, a morgue. Apparently. And it's a weird one.
Yeah, it is like an escape room.
Very much like an escape room.
Fluid.
Lighter fluid. There's a note. The appearance of the cross means a place that carries a mystery and which needs to be photographed. Now, locked. That one's open. Nothing in it. It's weird. You have to do certain things before you can move on. Even if they're minute things like opening the freezers or what have you. There is a jump mechanic, but it's very quick, so it helps when there's something to stand on. I think we did discover what this was for. I can't remember what, though. It was to start power somewhere. Yeah, see, the jump mechanic is very quick.
Let's see. So is there an electrical box here somewhere?
I don't know what that is. I never did discover what that was on the wall. I guess it must not have been too important for the story because we really didn't do anything with it and it didn't really matter. See, that randomly turned on, but remember we did turn that valve, so... And I can turn it again. That's the opposite valve that I turned.
Whoa, hello.
And that one does nothing. And then that one does nothing again when you turn it.
Okay, this is freaking weird.
It really sucks that my microphone audio was so incredibly low when recording this. It wasn't like that on the live stream, but I'm kind of wondering if when it came back VOD on Twitch and I downloaded it again, if somehow something must have gone wrong with it, because the game audio is just tremendously higher. Hey, there's a key. And I don't know if we ever used that key, actually. You notice they don't really jump at the jump scares? It's like, what the hell?
Okay,
Okay.
right on.
Right on, buddy. And then
I have no defensible weapon.
I have no defensible weapon. I have no way to defend myself. So I know that, and I know that there's nowhere to run. So I know that nothing in this room is going to hurt me at this point, because if it wanted to, it would. So you're basically going to stand there and take it, because if it's going to kill you, it's going to kill you. Then it's part of the game, and that's just how the game's going to end. When they do stuff like that, I mean, you have nowhere to run. You're locked in a room, and then they have something like that jump out at you. I mean, you have no defensible weapon to fight it, so it's not going to be like one of the Resident Evil games. So, I mean, you really just stand there. There's lights. I do like that arcing effect, that light effect that they do. That's kind of neat, with purple and all that. It looks pretty.
Very flickery lights, but lights.
I never did figure out what that was.
This.
I still don't know what that is. I can't tell. But see how you have to do things one at a time in order to move forward? See, now I find the camera. A camera is a type of camera that uses self-developing film to create a chemically developed print shortly after shooting. Used for photos of places marked with a bloody cross, you will need these photos for reporting.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. And a note. Did the note change? I don't know if I looked at it again. Press C to use the camera.
Alright.
I didn't see that note, so I was trying to figure out how to use the camera, but I figured C was usually camera, so I tried that and it worked. Yep, there you go. We got 5 shots left, and I used one. Luckily, they give you an overabundance of photo stock, so you can take plenty of pictures if you need to.
Okay.
I don't know why I closed that, I just figured it shouldn't be open. You never know, there could be somebody gonna reach their hand in. If it was reality, there's photo stock.
Camera paper pack.
Yeah, camera paper pack.
Do I have to combine items in my inventory somehow?
And you can click it to use. Left click.
Film contains the chemicals needed for developing and making a basic photograph, and the camera exposes and initiates the developing process after photo is taken. Lighter fluid, photo alcohol.
Yeah.
Not any note yet.
It's a confusing room, and unfortunately, mechanic is to the extent that if you don't know what you're supposed to do and you can't find what you're supposed to do next, then you don't move on. You don't move forward. And I did not like this shake mechanic. It was so... I didn't even know about it until... Yeah, because it was just black. But I didn't read that. I didn't, you know... An underdeveloped photo that needs to shake. I didn't read that. So I'm over here moving it around, little by little, trying to see what it is, and eventually it turned into something like that, you know, a picture.
What the hell is that?
I still don't know what that is. That's weird. But anyway, once we get that put away,
I guess you gotta shake it. I don't.
yeah, which is also another weird thing. They say you're not supposed to shake photos in real life, but I guess the game developer didn't think about it or know that.
Okay.
Now see, that would have been a jump scare if I would have had the lighter out. Probably I would have seen something or heard something.
It's not good.
but I didn't have the lighter lit.
Where am I?
There you go. Yeah, I don't know what that is. There's like a cradle. I don't know. I just closed it. There we go. We can open it. And at this point, I didn't even realize it was an elevator because I don't think it is an elevator. It's just really weird. And there's like gas escaping in, and I started coughing. So I wanted to get out of there as soon as I could. Yeah. I don't think your character even has a health bar in this, but it's just random. And I couldn't get out of the elevator because I couldn't cross the threshold. There you go. And now you'll look and you'll see a different room. This is a weird game. I'm adding commentary because you won't be able to hear my original commentary, unfortunately. And there's bodies on each one of these. That's so creepy. There weren't before. That looks like lighter fluid. And that just kind of popped up there. Help. I've done so much correction to the audio on this. And because the game audio and the commentary, my commentary, were on the same track, the most that I can do is basically normalize the audio of the game. That was creepy. Normalize the game audio, and when I did, the mic audio was just so low. It was incredibly low. I might go back through and replay this game actually, because just so that you guys can see. But see, that's the thing, you'll never have my original reaction to it if I do that. And I'll know where everything is because I've been there. It's a very short game. So, this one was really, really confusing. You leave one escape room only to go into another escape room. And I did get stuck here for a good while. Lighter fluid. See, I haven't had to change my lighter or use any lighter fluid yet. I do like the mechanic of the lighter. I really do. I can't remember what that is. Oh, photo. Yeah. Camroid paper pack. You know what they're trying to do. It's supposed to be like a Polaroid. But they can't use Polaroid because it's copyright. It'd be more like a... I don't know if anybody remembers these anymore, but when I was a kid, my dad had a old... It was like a Minolta.
Hallucinations, detachment from reality. They forced me to take extreme measures, applied a new treatment method using drugs that will further worsen their condition. These are new drugs that have not passed clinical trials, and only God knows what they will survive after.
I don't know if you guys heard that or not. The audio is kind of low, but the music was low too, so hopefully. I'm always debating whether or not I should read them, if I'm already reading them or not, because I don't know if you guys can hear me reading them, but I can hear them in my headphones as I'm watching the video. And this is another thing that I never used. I never needed it. Basically, eat one of those pills if you're having a disturbance and you're in a hectic environment, if your heart is racing. But that never happened in this. Probably because it was a demo.
Whoa.
Yeah, this was weird. This was really weird. See, his head just like turned all the way around. The jump scares are kind of cheap in this game, but it's actually, I found it kind of funny, but
Right on.
not so much like scary. But it takes a lot to scare me, but still, I don't know. I found it kind of cheesy and fun. And it's so dingy, you know, the environment, like the hospital and everything. They got it down pretty good. I mean, they really did. I think they did a really good job.
Ha.
Red X. See, that shake mechanic, again, I hate that shake mechanic. I mean, it's something new, you know, but it's just, I don't like it. It's not, it's overcomplicated for something like that. They should have just left that out where it just develops, you know. And I had a hard time finding what I needed to do next here. And then I discovered that you have to put the pictures where they show up in the photos, if that makes any sense, which it really doesn't, but it's okay. It's an escape room, basically. It's where you have to do one thing before you can do another. And I'm looking around for some place that I can use the key or any of the items that I have. And I don't think I ever used the key. I really don't. Which makes me wonder if there's not another part to this, like an ending, an alternate ending or something, where if you get into your inventory and you use the key, yeah, see, this was, I'm not there yet. I figured it out later. I'm still looking around for
What is that?
what to do next. But see, I figured out later, you have to put the pictures where they show up in your photo.
Okay.
So if you, until you do that, see that fell? My chair is so noisy, I'm sorry. If you can hear that.
Another thing is, where did the door go?
Yeah, the door's gone. There's no door. No more door.
I don't know
I
why, but the door
can't even get into that corner. The door disappeared.
$5:00.
5:30.
5:30. I don't know.
Yeah, I spent a good amount of time trying to figure this puzzle out, and then eventually I figured it out. It dawned on me, wait a minute, you know.
All these instruments get knocked off this table.
Yeah, the medical instruments got knocked off the table. But yet the table is small and it's still intact.
Huh.
Kind of interesting, ever so slightly. See, I was trying to figure out what to do with that stab switch handle. I thought maybe it went somewhere. And that really threw me off because that's another item that I never used throughout the entire demo. I found it, and I was thinking that that was the part of the puzzle that needed to be figured out to get out. Because I know...
I don't exactly know what to do.
Yeah, see... Because I know you have to do things in order Okay, so I start looking through my inventory, and this is where it starts getting good. See, I don't know what to do with that. Those I never used either. The soothing pills. Dr. Richard's entry I took with me. Photo stock, lighter fluid, photo album. Okay, so I start looking at my photos that I took.
For my memory.
And do you see the one that I took? That one's one of them. That one's one of them. No, the one with the x-rays, that one there. That's important because if you look at it, where the X was, I have to put that picture there. I have to put that photo, or...
Where do I use this at?
Yeah, see, I couldn't figure that out. I never figured that out. Not even once. Which also leads me to believe that there might possibly be another ending to either the demo or that's something from the actual game that
Okay.
just never got used in the
Gotta
demo.
have something to do with here. Okay.
And see, the lights are off too. So that's another good reason why I was thinking that stab switch had something to do with it, like I needed to turn the electricity on somehow. But we never did manage to turn it on. We never did use it. Kind of odd. Yeah, this was all live streamed on Saturday night on Twitch. And my Twitch schedule is actually, it's going to change here pretty soon. It's going to be Saturday at 6 p.m.
Exactly what I'm supposed to do.
and Wednesday at 6 p.m. And then I'm going to go ahead and carry over the videos like I am with this one. Not quite like this because this is unorthodox because of the audio issues. But I will go ahead and transfer the videos over to YouTube from Twitch. So if you guys want to join me out there on Twitch, the reason why I'm not broadcasting on YouTube is because YouTube wants 3,000 kilobytes per second, and my internet connection, it just won't handle it. And Cox Communications internet is absolutely outrageous as it is. And
What's in here?
they're charging me, I think, $78 a month for 10 megs down and 3 megs up, which is the crappiest internet service that I could, I mean, the best I could afford, but the crappiest that they have, basically. There's one lower, I think. It's just ridiculous. So, yeah. Twitch will handle it. Twitch will do a decent stream, and this is coming off of Twitch, so this is okay quality. But YouTube wants something higher, and that's something I don't have. 3,000 mega or kilobits per second. I don't have that. See, I start figuring it out. I grab the picture, and it starts making noise. And as I go by the area where the picture was supposed to be,
Oh, put it here.
it basically throws itself on the wall. Then I figure out the puzzle. It's like, oh, okay. And then another red X appears. Take another picture, figure out what picture goes there. Take another photo, figure out what picture goes there. And then I can put that picture there, or that photo there. Or, Jesus. Okay, the photo comes out of the camera. Here, I'm going to explain my dialect here. The photo comes out of the camera, the picture is artwork. So I take the photo with the camera of the wall with the red X and place the picture where it's supposed to be. Does that make sense? I have to explain it because it's going to get really confusing otherwise.
Needs to go there.
And then the other part of this is some of the pictures don't look right in the photos. So I can't really tell which one it's supposed to be, and I guess a lot. So I'm thinking it's this one.
Oh, that's creepy.
If I look at this one, it doesn't quite look right. That one right there actually looks right. But in the photo, it actually looked like a face. In the picture, it looks completely wrong.
Okay. There's an X here.
There's an X. Take a photo. And it's gonna be... You notice that as the flash goes off, you see the actual... what it changes to? Just for a split second. It's kind of interesting. Some kind of mechanic there. Yep. There you go.
Okay.
One more. It's gonna be a red X somewhere.
And gonna be another red X.
Mm-hmm. Right there. And you notice how time actually changes in this game? Remember it was right at 5:30 before? Now it's about pretty close to 5:40. I don't know what that means either.
It's gonna be
There's a time mechanic there.
gotta be stuck.
Oh, and you don't have any hands in this game. But you can still pick things up. Okay, so now all of that's in place, something has to change. There's gonna be a jump scare, probably. Start hearing weird sounds. And this was really... It went from being... As far as the jump scares go in this game, it went from being somewhat creepy to just being annoying. There's a fine line. I mean, really, if you're a game developer, I understand, because I'm not a game developer. I'm a game player. I'm a gamer. But if you really aren't careful, the line gets skewed between annoying the player and...
This is definitely new.
See, like that, I can handle that. That's fine. That's kind of weird. Knock, knock. Who's there? You know... The line gets drawn when you start having so many cheap jump scares that you just...
Bastard.
you annoy your player to where they really don't want to play your game. They don't think it's fun anymore. See, things like that are just really cheap. They don't even move. They appear and then disappear. That's not really scary. And I'll be the first to admit that the reason why I play horror games and the reason why I love indie horror games the most is because independent...
Help me!
See, it's generic. At a certain point, it becomes generic.
Okay, I'm out of film.
And I guess... You know, instead of just throwing
There's a film.
stuff at the player like that doesn't do anything, and it's just a visual or audio scare, like a jump scare, it would almost be better if the player thought that something was going to come up. See, one of the most interesting things that you could possibly do in a horror game is arm the player and then jump scare them. Did you ever think of that? I mean, do you ever think about that? The fact of the matter is, if the player is armed, they think if you give a player a defensible weapon, even a melee, like a baseball bat or crowbar or something, where they can swing it, even if you don't have actual monsters that can actually hurt them and attack them, and you go and jump scare them, that basically is more terrifying than anything else. I always said if I ever developed a game, and see, that's nice and creepy. I like that. That laugh, this creepy laugh, you know, like the doctor's coming, kill you, you know, coming to get you, and you can see him in the photo, but you can't see him. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's nice.
You shouldn't have to shake it this much. Shake it more twice, you're playing with it.
If you shake it more than twice, you're playing with it. But I always, if I ever designed a game or got with a developer and, you know, started working on a game, that would be something that I would definitely do, even if I didn't have a monster in that area that could harm the player, like a hitbox or whatever. Then if you jump scare them while they have a melee weapon and they're ready to fight, you know, instant fight or flight, because you're not triggering fight or flight mode with visual jump scares when the player is unarmed and it doesn't really do anything, and it can't really do anything. You're greatly I'm not sure what the wording would be. You're greatly reducing the ability and potential for your game to psychologically act upon your player and cause that fight or flight response, which then translates to an adrenaline rush, which is why I play horror movies or horror games, horror movies in the first place. And movies don't really even do that much for me anymore. They used to when I was younger, but I've become quite an adrenaline junkie here within my last probably 20 years, and so you know nothing's going to happen to you when you're watching a movie on TV, because it's just moving pictures and sounds. When you're playing a game, you actually develop concern for your character, you know. The atmosphere is great, but I think the main downfall of this game is that you don't have... It can't trigger that sense of fight or flight, that response. Because you already know that it's all visual and audio, just like a movie. You're walking around and it's an exploration, but there's nothing that can hurt you. And again, I don't know what to do here. That's the other problem with this game. It's unclear what you are supposed to do in certain points. At certain points, it doesn't make any sense. For instance, putting the pictures in the right places, that took me forever to figure out because there's no point to it. There's no reason. And then things like this, where you wander around, you're looking for something, anything, that's going to trigger anything. There's a red X I could take a picture of, I found, but it hadn't shown up before. It wasn't there before, so I walked to the end of the hallway and back, which is another thing that just kind of bothered me about this game. Just notes to developers, you know, if you want to make a really good game, one would be, number one, arm your player. Arm the player and make it so that he has a weapon, any kind of weapon, so he thinks, at least thinks, that he is in danger. His character is in danger. Number two, a better connection. to the
Have
player.
a horror game come off as more tedious.
Yep, see, there you go. I'm saying it. Have you ever had a horror game come off as more tedious
That's kind of what I'm getting.
than scary? And that's what happens with this mechanic, where you have to find items in order. You have to, and the other item doesn't appear until you find and place the other item, the first item, in where it belongs. You do things in order, and what you're supposed to do, again, is unclear, so the player gets lost.
Then you walk up behind something like this.
And then again, the cheap jump scares. Now, cheap jump scares, see, like, that's weird. That changed. That was kind of weird, and that was kind of cool. Where everything just kind of transitioned. But I think it was because my lighter went out. And actually there's a splice there, so I think what happened was in the live stream, I had taken a short break, and I left my lighter lit, so when I came back, it was out. Movie magic, everyone. See, I'm over here trying all these doors. They're all locked. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do, and I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure out where to go, what to do. There's really no action here, and it's really unfortunate because they could have done great things with this game. And I know this is just a demo, so that's part of the reason why I'm being kind of hard on it. And I'm really hoping that once I get that mouse problem figured out, that the actual game will be a lot better than this. Because I understand that it's developed... Oh, yeah. Sorry, headphone users, that was kind of probably mean and loud, but I warned you a second in advance. See, this opens, and then... See, this is not a bad mechanic. That claustrophobia, trapped kind of thing, that's great. That's good. You can use that. Dark. But make it to where the lighter goes out also, so it's completely pitch black. That's what I would recommend. See, like that. See, that's where the demo ends. So, it's an interesting game, and they had the potential to do some really great things. I'm really hoping that the actual game is going to be a lot more complex, I guess. But I don't know. I think even Markiplier and maybe a few other people probably played this game. The demo of it anyway. I don't think I've seen anybody play the actual game. And I have the actual game. I got it off of itch.io. It's called Beside Myself. I can't get the mouse movement to work. And that's not the first game that I've had problems with. There was another one that was an urban exploration game. Urbex game. And I couldn't get it to work in that either. I couldn't get it to work on inside the game either. Oh yeah, we're gonna play Dark Deception. I couldn't get it to work on inside either, and I think that it's probably some kind of a glitch inside the actual Unity engine, Unity player, or something to do with that, because once they upgraded everything, they did their updates and now nothing works. It is done. Now my faith is in darkness, or lies in darkness. This was a really cool game. I did like this game. I tried playing it on the first level, but it's really, really hard. You'll see here in a second.
Oh, another one. How nice.
I really do like what they did with this game.
Come over here. Let's have a look at you.
I didn't play it for very long
You
because
disappoint me, love.
I played it
really
on
So many
normal mode.
So many desires.
And I got to the
I
hotel.
thought you'd be bigger.
I'll just let you see.
You see nothing yet, bitch.
Don't look so confused. I know everything you've got hidden in that brain of yours.
Do you now?
I know all the terrible things you've done. So many good intentions laid to waste. I could see the regret eating away at your soul.
Yeah.
But now your time has come, and here you are, to grovel and beg. You
Not so
can't go
much
back.
good at begging,
Only
but
death
definitely
awaits you there
groveling.
now.
For sure.
Fear not, love. You've got potential. I see it in you.
Do you
And I
now?
can help change your fate. But if you want a new life, you're going to have to suffer quite a bit to get it.
I so want to beat this game and see what happens at the end of it. I want to get past that first level.
The pieces to a powerful ring are hidden in nightmares behind each of these portals. Find them and bring them
It's kind
to
of a
me.
horror Super
you'll
Mario
get your
Brothers
wish.
64. Or
Fail.
Super Mario 64.
And
You know
you'll
what I
find
mean?
there are fates far worse than death awaiting you here.
I do love this, the graphics in the ballroom and all that. And-
Clock's ticking.
Yeah, like the hotel and everything.
Interesting.
It's very interesting. It's very, very interesting. That monkey... Are you guys familiar with Mo Sargi's channel? Where
Okay, before I go into this,
he
I have
had
a
this
list here, so
sock monkey.
maybe I should free up my hands before I go in.
I don't normally have bad dreams about YouTube stuff,
Trolls.
because most of it I know is fake.
Let's see what happens.
But I had one bad dream about that sock monkey. And it's because I really don't like dolls, and I really don't like
Come on, bring it on.
like stuffed animal type stuff like that. It really creeps me out. I don't know why, it just always has. I mean, I guess it's one of those unexplained phobias. Like, there was a guy one time that I guess he had a phobia of balloons, or, you know, something like that. Something must have
What a charming
traumatized me
little
when I was a
hotel.
kid, and so I don't like dolls. I
Bring back
freaking
any
hate them.
memories?
No.
And that sock monkey and these evil monkeys, they creep me out quite a bit.
Can't jump. Breakfast and murder free every day until 10 a.m.
Breakfast and murder,
Okay.
free every day till 10
Free
a.m.
to murder someone?
So it's free to murder somebody until 10 a.m. Okay. I got it. Is it cost money after 10 a.m. to murder someone? I mean, see, look at the graphics on this. It's really nice. I like that.
No.
Very clean. A little bit of fog in the background the further you go.
Monk.
Concierge!
What the fuck? I didn't mean to. Sorry.
I said I didn't mean to, sorry.
What the hell?
Check your bags here. Is that when
You
you...
gonna fall too?
No, that one's not gonna fall. I had fun with this game, I really did.
What's that?
Until it started kicking my ass, you know. Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin your day. Yeah, it's like I stepped on his tail or something. Come on now. What the hell? Ding.
Yeah, that's the one.
Lovely bell.
Wait, which one? Where? That one. Okay.
Going up?
No, I was gonna go the other direction. I was gonna go sideways. That's why I got in the elevator. I was gonna go sideways. I was gonna go left. And
Now listen closely. See those floating bits of crystal?
Mm-hmm.
Those are soul shards. Fragments of human spirit scattered throughout the halls of this little maze. Each crystal is a remnant of one who has met their end here. Gather them all, and the first ring piece will be yours. One more thing. You're not alone. There are monsters in here, and they're looking for you. Here, you'll need this. It can detect each shard's location. It was left by the last guest to disappoint me here. A very clever girl, just not a very fast runner. Enough instruction. Break those boards and let's get this party started.
Yeah. I did actually watch a somebody play this. I can't remember who it was. One of the lesser known gaming channels, and I discovered that there are actually power-ups, just like in the actual Pac-Man game, in this maze. But I never found any of them myself, so I'm kind of wanting to go back into this. And also, I didn't know I could run in this part. I hear it. Yeah, see, I didn't know I could run. Left shift to run. But,
Making it pretty easy to root for the monkeys.
Okay.
there are power-ups in this maze, and I didn't know about them. And so, if I would have found them, I might have made more progress, but I don't think I actually got past this because... Oh, shoot. Run away. Run away. Yeah, see, you get an adrenaline rush from this. This is great. But it's more like... Whoa, what was that? It's more like a
Off my ass.
game of Pac-Man, you know? Which is actually... Pac-Man is one of my favorite games. It really is. It always has been.
You're making it pretty easy to root for the monkeys.
Of course, I mean, I was in 90s, I was an 80s kid, you know. I was born in 85, and some of the first video games I ever played were like Pac-Man, Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, and a few others, you know. So it's the graphics are pretty. Oh, he's coming! No, he's.
Shit, they trapped me.
They had one behind me and one in front of me. They trapped me. You are dead. See, I don't know what that is. Obtaining S rank is not possible with the last checkpoint. Continue anyway, yes. But it doesn't matter because I ended up going into options and changing the difficulty level to easy after this to see if it might be any easier to play to win at all. And because right now it's on normal difficulty. But it was not at all. One that I really would like to play is a new one that came out recently called Resident Evil Village. And I just don't have enough money to play it right now to buy it. It's like $35 or something like that, $40. I just don't have it. Hey, a banana. I've seen some reviews on that game, Resident Evil Village, and it sounds like such a cool game. I would love to play it. Hey, if anybody wants me to play Resident Evil Village on YouTube, let me know. I have also a PayPal.me link. You can send me the money. If you send me the money to play it, I will dedicate my time to playing the game on the channel so that you guys can see it. Because I have not played it, and I'm avoiding playthroughs and walkthroughs on it. It looks like a really cool game, though, from the previews I saw. And remember, I'm not very good at games, but I'll give it my all. I won't give up on it. If you buy it for me, I will not give up on it. And I'll play it for you. Oh, every time you hear that... See, I'm doing pretty good. I've got... You know, I'm cruising on it until they do that. Yeah.
It helps if you don't let them stab you in the face.
They didn't really stab me in the face. They kind of chewed my face off. I mean, just so you're clear there. I don't know. I do like it, though. This game, it actually was more exciting than the other one. And this is a long stream. We hit an hour here just a few minutes ago. Or a few seconds ago, I guess. Run, run! I tried. 20 shard streak. See, I went all through here. as much as I could not find any of those power-ups.
You are dead.
I think it was Markiplier that, I think it was Markiplier that had found the power-ups, but they don't appear to be in this one. So, I don't know. This is my last life on hard, or on easy mode, or not easy mode, normal mode. See, I'm pretty persistent. I'll keep going with the game until I start getting frustrated, and then I'm kind of like, yeah, well, that's not really doable, but there's got to be some way. Oh, see, that was all my fault. I could have turned right, but
That's what you get for monkeying around with murder
didn't.
monkeys.
Murder monkeys.
Murder monkeys, huh?
That's what you get for monkeying around with murder monkeys. So, this is, I think, the last... See, I don't understand that. I don't know what that is. That locator device is pretty cool. Oh, I heard him. He was coming. Monkey business. Oh... I think I got pretty far in this particular part, but I started getting distracted with finding... See, there's a power-up right there. No. No, that's not. I ran for quite a ways in here, and I didn't find one of those power-ups. I didn't. Oh!
I turned the corner and they were right there.
Dead already?
Yeah, I turned the
That's
corner
okay.
and he was already
Nobody
on me.
liked you anyway.
Hey, that's not nice. Break the boards. I can't go back.
There's gotta be a secret to this.
See, I start running, and... Oh, that's a trick. That was a dirty trick. Oh, I hear him. I hear him. Oh, no, I ran right into it. Every time I run right into
You
him.
are dead.
You are dead.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, see,
pretty difficult.
I run right into him every time.
Let's see.
And I think
Graphics quality
I started changing my graphics settings as well.
by... Let's see.
Because I've got the graphics card for it. I think everything's just set on normal. And I turned my difficulty down to easy because it makes it... I thought maybe I would be able to get a little bit further than I was, because that's only the first level. That is a hard game. And it turns out, once I get back into it, I don't want to resume. I want to, yeah, just restart it.
Dark
So I go through this
deception.
intro again. I might go ahead and cut this intro because it's long.
Easy instead of normal.
We'll start back at the hotel. Yes, I guess. So we're back at the hotel, Monkey Business, and we've got it on easy mode this time. So
Monkey business, huh?
Monkey Business. Quit monkeying around. Speaking of which, I got a bushel of bananas. I might try a bushel of
back any
bananas. I might eat a
memories.
banana. I like
Yeah,
bananas.
it's gonna fall.
That thing fell, of course. No, we completely restarted the game, so everything that happened before is going to happen again. It's just on an easier difficulty. But I just skipped the entire intro, so... Because it's really long,
Pull on that
and
one.
we already watched it. It was already on the video. So, from earlier. And see, I already know what to do and where to go at this point. Going up?
Going up?
Sure, why not? See, I like the reflections and stuff. The graphics are really cool. But I don't really notice a difference between normal graphics and
Now listen close.
high graphics on this.
See those flip?
See, I skipped that tutorial. Okay, so we're on easy mode. And even on easy mode, I don't see on the map any of those power-ups. Oh, okay, okay. They're slower on easy mode. Okay. They don't run as fast. You can get away from them a little easier. Uh-oh. And I started getting smart. I started noticing when the music changes, that's when you turn around. Yeah, I can hear my footsteps. But be aware that they're still chasing you. See, I've been all through this map. Oh, that's a trap. Yep, I heard him. I heard his footsteps. And what's gonna get me here is I'm running. I've run right into it. See, I tried to turn right, but I didn't quite get there in time.
That's what you get for monkeying around.
It caught
with
me
murder monkeys.
turning the corner. So, yeah.
Monkeying around with murder monkeys.
Monkeying around with murder monkeys. That's the main area. Okay, so that's what that white dot is. That's the main area. Oh, I hear him. I'm stuck. Gotta watch it when that music changes like that. So I try to get them all. But yeah, see, that's where I run into problems, is if I'm already running,
That's what you get for
then
monkeying
I
around
end up
with murder
running straight
monkeys.
into him because I can't stop or turn around fast enough. That's what you get from monkeying around with murder monkeys.
Exactly right.
Isn't it right? But it is a cool game. I really do like it. I want to get back in and try to play it again. And see if I can't run. See, he's chasing me. And there's also a power-up where you can... It makes them visible on your map, so you can actually see them, I guess. Oh! Man, those things are hungry. They like faces.
You are dead.
So at this point, I went ahead and I quit.
Not my game, apparently.
I was like, yeah, this is apparently not my game. But that's what it's called, Dark Deception.
Yeah, that was
It's free
fucking
on
crazy.
Steam, and you can play it. The other one's called Beside Myself, and that's just a demo, but it is also free on Steam.
It would be
And
something fun to
you
play
can
around with on a dedicated
check it
stream.
out. Go to Steam and search for it, those two games. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. You guys all take care, and I'll see you all in the next one. And hopefully, if somebody wants to get the game, send me the money for the game.
I think I did
I
play
will
this one.
play
played
Resident
this
Evil
on stream.
Village. I just don't have the money to
Stream
do
was
it
great
right
for
now.
some reason.
So I went ahead and ended the stream here anyway. So anyways, take care, guys. I will see you all in the next video. Probably a live stream upload because I'm stopped doing direct videos except for on Twitch, and then directly going to upload them or just transfer them over. Just because it takes forever for me to upload videos. And some of them, like this, I will go ahead and I'll do like transfer, or I'll edit them so they're a little bit shorter. Believe it or not, this was a 4-hour stream. And I've got a lot of people on Twitch already that have come over from YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and various other places. All my links are down below. So if you want to join me there, or if you want to, we've got a shop, so you can buy merch from us, 85 Studios merch. It's all the same logo right now. I don't really, I design my own graphics and everything, so all this that you see that's graphics, anything that's branded 85 Studios, I do myself. And I will catch you all in the next one, like I say. So if you want to catch me there, I'm on at 6 o'clock p.m. Wednesdays and Saturdays. Well, 5 o'clock for now, but Wednesdays and Saturdays. Next Saturday, I'm not going to be there because I have to work, but I will catch you at some point. That's my streaming schedule, and I'll probably end up changing it at some point here soon because if my availability is honored, which is questionable because the place that I work for does not like to honor any availability requests whatsoever. But I should be starting a new job here pretty soon too, so maybe. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. We'll play it by ear. Anyways, take care, guys. Elijah, out.